This is the story of Isaac, the son of Abraham, the child of promise, born through faith when all hope seemed lost. He grew into a man of quiet strength, walking in the path his father had laid, holding tightly to the covenant God had made, that through his seed, the nations of the earth would be blessed. When Isaac was 40 years old, he took Rebekah as his wife, a woman chosen not by chance, but by divine guidance. Yet time passed, and Rebekah bore no children. The years felt heavy. The silence of an empty tent echoed through their hearts. But Isaac did not give up. He fell on his knees before the Lord and prayed with faith, with patience, with tears. And the Lord, rich in mercy, heard his prayer. Rebekah conceived. But this was no ordinary pregnancy. From the very start, she felt a great struggle within her, a turmoil unlike anything she had known. Day after day, the wrestling continued within her womb until she could bear it no longer. In anguish she cried out, "If all is well, why is this happening to me?" And the Lord answered her, saying, "Two nations are in your womb. Two peoples shall be separated from your body. One shall be stronger than the other, and the older shall serve the younger." Those words echoed in her heart, a mystery she could not yet understand. Two nations, two destinies, one born to rule and one born to yield. In her womb was not just life, but the unfolding of God's eternal plan. When the time of birth came, the tent was filled with the cries of labor and the murmurs of midwives. And then, the first child emerged, red, covered with hair like a cloak. They called him Esau, meaning hairy. He was strong, fierce, the firstborn by moments. Yet destiny already whispered that his place was not to lead. Then, as the second child came forth, a hand clutched tightly at Esau's heel. He was born grasping, striving, unwilling to let go. And so they called his name Jacob, the one who grasps the heel, a name that would later speak of his struggle, his transformation, and the favor of God upon his life. From the very womb, their paths were divided. Esau, the man of the field, a hunter, wild and strong. Jacob, a quiet man, dwelling in tents, thoughtful, chosen. Two brothers, two hearts, two nations, already in conflict. But through Jacob, the covenant of Abraham would live on. Through him would come the tribes of Israel. Through his line, the throne of David. And through that royal line, the Savior of all mankind. Even before they drew their first breath, God had written their destinies. He knew their struggles, their flaws, and their purpose. For every life, no matter how ordinary it begins, is known by God before birth and shaped by his hand for his divine plan.